What's going on, you guys? Make it Wayne back, and today I am going to give you guys 7 facts why, in my opinion, Nolan Ryan was the greatest pitcher of all time. Now, this is solely based on my opinion. I'm going to give you facts on the reasons why I consider him the best pitcher of all time. But you guys will have to let me know what you think in the comment section down below. But let's get right into the video. Number 7. Workhorse. Nolan Ryan over his 27-year career. Okay, let's stop there. Ryan's career lasted 27 years, which is the longest career ever. The next closest pitcher to reach as many years as Ryan's was Jamie Moyer, who had a major league career that lasted 25 years. Over those 27 years, Ryan would rack up 5,386 innings pitched, which is good for 5th most all time. Of the 4 pitchers that threw more innings than Ryan, only one, Phil Niekro, pitched after 1932. Within those 5,386 innings pitched, he had 14 200-plus inning pitch seasons plus 2 seasons of 300-plus innings pitched. Only one pitcher has ever started more games than Nolan Ryan, who had 773 career starts. That was a guy by the name of Cy Young, who you may know of, and every year the best statistical pitcher earns an award in his name. No pitcher will ever have another 27-year career like Ryan. It's unheard of. Number 6. Hardest throwing pitcher ever. There have been few pitchers ever to reach 100 miles per hour on the radar gun, especially during Ryan's era, where it was unheard of to throw a fastball at 100 miles per hour. During his time, Ryan held the major league record with the fastest pitch ever recorded at 100.9 miles per hour. Since then, we all know that Aroldis Chapman holds this record, throwing a fastball that was recorded at 105.1 miles per hour. But what is not taken into consideration with that record is that during Ryan's time, velocity was recorded 10 feet behind home plate compared to today's MLB, where velocity is recorded directly out of the pitcher's hand. If Ryan's record-setting pitch was recorded again in today's MLB, it is said that it would reach a minimum of 106 miles per hour with the possibility of making it to 110 miles per hour. When Ryan's arm finally gave out on him tearing his ulnar collateral ligament, he threw one final pitch which registered at 98 miles per hour. I guess that's alright considering that he didn't even have a working elbow at the time. Between the years 1980 and 1988, Ryan threw 17,309 fastballs and none of them were clocked under 90 miles per hour. Ryan turned 40 in the 1987 season. Number 5, the cattle rancher. Now, some of you guys may know where I am headed with this, but let me add on to why Nolan Ryan was not human. In the early 1970s, while playing for the Angels, Ryan started growing his cattle herd, which he would personally take care of during each offseason. This is a job that requires to sometimes put misbehaving cattle in headlocks. Okay, that may be completely wrong, but Ryan is known for the most famous fight in baseball history. It was on August 4th, 1993. The Texas Rangers were taking on the Chicago White Sox. Ryan delivered a fastball that hit Robin Ventura square in the back. Ventura took a couple steps towards first base, then made one of the worst decisions ever to charge the mound. Ryan immediately got Ventura into a headlock, delivering many right hooks to his head. I guess maybe that cattle ranching did come in handy. This wasn't too bad at the time, considering that Ryan was 46 years old going up against the younger 26-year-old Robin Ventura. Ventura would be ejected from the game, but Ryan would stay in the game and throw 7 innings, 5 strikeouts, and give up only 1 run. Not too bad for an old man. Number 4. Winner. Winning 300 career games as a starting pitcher is something that doesn't happen very often. In the history of baseball, only 24 pitchers have won 300 games. Over his career, Ryan was able to compile 324 wins, ranking him 14th all time. To put into perspective how hard it is to win 300 career games, we will take a look at Clayton Kershaw. Over Kershaw's first 9.5 years of his career, he has compiled 138 wins. For him to reach 300 career victories, he would have to average about 10 wins each year over the next 17 years, which would make him 46 years old. That is insane. But what made it so much greater for Ryan is that he was doing all this on teams that weren't even that good. Over his career, Ryan would only play in 5 postseasons, winning 1 World Series in his rookie season. With the Mets, the team combined for a 240 batting average. With the Angels, it went way up to a team average of 253. And for the Rangers, the team combined for an outstanding batting average of 260. Think if Ryan would have started for teams in the 70s like the Big Red Machine or the Yankees, his record would have been greatly improved. Number 3, Unhittable. One of the most overlooked stats from Nolan Ryan's career was that he holds the major league record for batting average against at a minimal 204. This is a record that will never be broken and one that gets overlooked in the discussion of Ryan being the greatest of all time. Over his career, Ryan would set another major league record, and that was throwing 7 no-hitters during his career. This is another record that no one will ever come close to breaking. The second most career no-hitters belongs to Sandy Koufax, who had 4. Although Ryan holds the major league record for the most walks all time with 2,795, batters still had trouble finding ways to hit Ryan even when he was consistently throwing strikes. Looking at these two major league records that Nolan Ryan does hold just shows how unhittable this guy was on the mound and how inhuman he is. Number 2, no Cy Youngs. A lot of people have a tough time giving Nolan Ryan the greatest pitcher of all time due to the fact that he never won a Cy Young during his career. But we are going to look deeper into this and show you why Ryan should have won multiple Cy Young awards. We first look at the year 1973, where Ryan finished second behind Jim Palmer in Cy Young award voting. During that year, Palmer was on an Orioles team that won 97 games, while Ryan was with the Angels, who would win 79 games that year. Palmer would finish the season with 22 wins, one more than Ryan, who had 21. In those 22 wins, Palmer had 28 games that year with 3+ runs of support, going 21-3 in those games. Ryan, on the other hand, had 25 games with 3+ runs of support, matching Palmer's record at 21-3. But of those 28 games for Palmer, 13 of them he had 6+ runs of support, going 10-0, while Ryan only had 7 games like this, going 6-0. This shows us that Ryan could have had at least 5 more wins that year if he would have gotten the same run support as Palmer. Ryan that year would also have 29 2/3 more innings pitched, 225 more strikeouts, and 7 more complete games than Palmer in 1973. So in my opinion, I believe that Ryan should have won his first Cy Young award in 1973. Another year that I felt like Ryan got snubbed of a Cy Young award was in the year following 1973. In 1974, Ryan would have another strong year, leading the major leagues in innings pitched, strikeouts, hits allowed per 9 innings, and strikeouts per 9 innings. But he would again find himself not winning a Cy Young award, finishing behind Catfish Hunter and Fergie Jenkins. Lastly, we look at the year 1977, where Ryan would lead the major leagues in complete games, strikeouts, hits per 9, home runs per 9, and strikeouts per 9 innings. But once again, finding himself finishing third behind Jim Palmer and Sparky Lyle. So after looking deeper into the stats, you guys can make your own opinion on whether or not Ryan should have won a Cy Young award or not. In my opinion, he would have won those 3 Cy Youngs if it weren't for him leading the major leagues in walks each of those years. Number 1, the strikeout king. Without question, the first thing that comes to mind when Nolan Ryan's name comes up is strikeouts, and a lot of them. In his 27-year career, Ryan was able to earn the title of strikeout king by compiling the most strikeouts in major league history with 5,714, which is almost 1,000 more than the next closest pitcher, Randy Johnson, who had 4,875 career strikeouts, making Ryan the only major league pitcher to ever record 5,000 strikeouts. He led the major leagues in strikeouts 11 times during his career, while reaching 300+ strikeouts 6 times. To show you how ridiculous this amount of strikeouts actually is, we will take a look at the top strikeout pitcher in today's game, Chris Sale. Over the first 7 full years of Sale's career, he has compiled 1,244 strikeouts, averaging 178 per year. But to show you how crazy Ryan's number is, we will take out Sale's first 2 years and only do his all-star years. Over his 5 full seasons when Sale was an all-star each year, he compiled 1,133 strikeouts, which means he averaged 227 strikeouts each year. So if somehow Sale was able to keep this average, it would take him 20.5 more years to pass Ryan's 5,714 career strikeouts. I would have to say that Ryan's career strikeout total is another one of his many major league records that will never be broken. Thank you guys for watching this video. It was a lot of fun to make, and I already have some new ideas in my head on the next video I'm gonna make like this. So if you guys were able to learn anything, or you think Nolan Ryan was the greatest pitcher of all time, make sure to smash that like button. It really does help me out. But until the next video, guys, I appreciate all the support that you do show me. Have a good one.